Libra, Scorpio, to your June love reading. Hope your friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, hit that big old like button and subscribe. Okay, best messages coming out. In love. Love, love, love. The Two of Wands coming out. And we have these cards falling out. So let's go. We have the Two of Wands with the Nine of Wands, excuse me. Nine of Swords. A lot of nines. King of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and the Devil. Interesting. Well, we have a lot of nines over here, so I just feel like whatever's going on within this situation, there's definitely an ending to something. It's talking about the ending to where they are definitely thinking. You could be dealing with a Cancer over here, a Pisces or a Scorpio, a water sign. Doesn't have to be. I have pretty much everybody. Could also be dealing with Leo, Sagittarius, or a Scorpio with the Devil in reverse. They're not putting any restrictions on this relationship. Definitely not feeling like they're going to have any kind of setbacks. They're not having any kind of limiting beliefs when it comes to this situation. They might even feel like there was some kind of resentment that was going on within this relationship, or a past relationship that they don't want to bring into this relationship. I feel like that's kind of what it is. Maybe they're ending a relationship to start a relationship with you, and they're trying to be as comforting and nurturing as possible, because it does feel like there was some kind of attachment that was going on within the other relationship that they're detaching from. So I do feel like they are coming towards you. It's kind of like a little more free in emotion, but they're definitely feeling, yeah, a little more self-disciplined. Thank you. Feeling more, yeah. I feel like they do have more direction in this relationship than they did in maybe the last relationship. It feels like there was a lot of carelessness that was going on. And if you guys know that this is not the past relationship, this was just the way that you guys were dealing with each other, then it does feel like they knew that there was carelessness when it came to your heart. Or maybe there was carelessness in the way that both of you were treating each other, and they really want to fix this. It does feel like they're trying to nurture this no matter what, there was definitely some hurt and some pain over here, but it feels like there was a lot of recovery and a lot of moving on. So whether it is the ending of your guys' relationship because it's too careless, or they're ending an old relationship so that they can start a new relationship with you, take it how it resonates, but there's a lot of hurt over here. Okay, so let's see what's going on over here. With the Devil over here, it does look like they might be looking for some kind of freedom, but let's see, overcommitted and impatient, disorganized. There was definitely some recklessness that's going on within this relationship, or they're trying to get out of something that was reckless. I think that this relationship started off kind of reckless. I think you guys, this could have been a rebound relationship for sure. Rebound relationship is someone who, is trying to get back, into a relationship too fast after ending another relationship. Okay. And it just feels like that's kind of what's going on over here. There's going to be some kind of a reconciliation that comes to the situation. There will be definitely it's going to take some moderation and some patience, though. I do feel like there was a lot of negativity that's going on. This thing is at the end of its, definitely at the end of its rope, though. So you could say I'm at the end of my rope. I don't know how far I can make it on this anymore. And this could be because one of you got into this relationship too fast. I really feel it's a rebound. So you could literally say, yeah, but I took the cups of love and I was waiting for this cup of love to come through me. This person was following their heart. They wanted this initial, relationship to keep going on, right? But it just feels like, okay, I followed my heart too fast because, I was in a rebound situation. I wanted to have love. I was, so I want you to take, but they want you to take their cup of love. I think they realized that they did kind of move a little quick and that they can't get rid. I feel like they can't get rid of their ex's emotions, or recover from the pain from the ex, but they are definitely trying and really putting out the courage over here. If it's not them, it's you, and they're really trying to help you move strong through this situation. It does look like there was a lot of hardships and a lot of fighting and a lot of arguing when it comes to this situation, because it does feel like someone was out of lack of control when it came to emotions. And it looks like there is going to be a lot of guidance that's coming through this. A lot of truth seeking that's coming out of this as well. So somebody's going to actually open up with the truth. They're definitely going to, you know, say, hey, this is what, you know, I really do want to get over this. I really want to start this with you. I really don't want this to just be a fling thing. I really want to, you know, really get in here and make this a real commitment. Because I really just feel like right now this is kind of a stagnating rebound relationship. I just really feel like this is nothing that's long term. This is something that's off and on, but really struggling to really pull out of confusion. Because I do feel like this other person, whoever this King of Cups is, you guys are dealing with, I feel like there is a lot of confusion over here. I mean, it does feel like there's a lot of deception. You may even be a little worried that the grass isn't green over here because of the way that they're acting, but they really want you to understand that because of their insecurities, they definitely want to offer you something more stable within this relationship. But there's a lot of debates that are, you know, whether or not this is a healthy choice. Is this where I should be? But we're not really getting along. They come and go as they please, you know, but yet they seem to be very clingy. So I do feel like this person is a little clingy. That's why I feel like it's rebound. What is rebound, my friends? Rebounds are a relationship that's based on what? Looking for the love, right? Emotionally looking, so not being emotionally healed from the breakup, but jumping straight into a new relationship so that they don't have to worry about the breakup. That way they just feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be. I get involved with someone romantically, so I don't have to worry about my heart. No. That's not healthy. Okay? When you jump into something so fast after you have that, you're kind of almost like, and a lot of times it's an ego thing too, because it's like, ha, you thought that you were going to break up with me, but look, man, I'm wanted by everybody. But guys were so, whoever they were with, it was a long time, relationship, more than likely. And now a rebound is usually infatuation. It's not love. Okay? But now they're finding that they actually are following their heart. They're actually realizing, wait a minute, I'm not just infatuated with you, I'm actually falling in love with you. Wait, what the hell? But they're not, but see, there's the unsureness. That's why they're going to go into this hermit mode. This person's very confused. See, because that's why they're holding back. This is where you're going to start feeling like you're not sure if they're self-confident enough to even be with. I feel like you feel like this person may even be starting to be very narrow-minded. You might even start feeling like, I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're trying to, be tricky with my heart. I don't want to, right? It says over here, I just looked it up. It says rebound relationships go through 5 stages. It kind of feels like you are going through 5 stages over here, aren't you? It's the pre-rebound, honeymoon stage, conflicts and reality. That's where it feels like you are right now. Conflicts and reality, stage 3. Then you have the nostalgia and comparison, and then the epiphany. The epiphany stage is going to be the stage where you're saying, oh, wait, never mind. This ain't real. This is just all an illusion. They were totally using me. Because look, the whole thing is a bombshell. The bombshell is they think that they were following their heart. They think that they know what they want, but yet they're saying all these weird things, right? And then you got to get over your ex. So then we have this thing, remember, it's like, kind of like, well, no, I'm not going to drive. Steve always drives. Oh my gosh, right? Oh my gosh, what do you mean I'm going to drive? Let's put it this way, putting the ex into their shoes, okay? Oh my gosh, I can't believe you're going to eat that big old hamburger, because Mary, she always cut her hamburger in half, okay? And then she ate half of it and took the other half home. Well, I'm not damn Mary, I'm hungry, okay? And I'm going to eat my hamburger the way I want to eat my hamburger. That's what they do, okay? And that's when you realize they're not over the ex. So they're rushing into a relationship and realize that they don't really want to commit to anything, right? So they're not really, so much attracted to you, right? It's more like they're trying to heal through you using the ex. So like confusing. That's why rebounds are very, very highly emotionally damaging. Not only to them, but to the new partner as well. And that you see this more and more. So yes, all the hard work and focus. So all the focus that it feels like they're trying to put on you, you feel like, you know what, but wait a minute. Every time I turn around, you're in this distraction mode. You're always thinking about this ex. You're always worried about what Mary is doing, right? Or always saying something. So they need this transition. They need this healing time. I don't think this relationship's going to work. Because I think right now at this time of the month, I think this is where the realization is really coming in, that is just literally like them trying to validate why they love you. And they're kind of filling in the hole with you of their life from Mary or Steve or whoever. Right? So yeah. So it feels like it's time to disconnect from the world. So you're going to probably feel like you want to go into that hermit mode over here so that you can figure out what's going on, because it does feel like you are in confusion. This person is confusing you, right? Romantic feelings, they don't feel real. It feels more like an illusion, more of a facade, right? You're paying attention to the red flags at this time, right? And as you're doing so, it feels like you are calling in a real soul. Wow, you're going to call in a real soulmate. Your soul's like, I don't even want this shit. I'm calling it a real soulmate because this right here is nonsense. This is nonsense. Sorry. I just don't kill the reader, please. I mean, because this could be like, the most beautiful person you ever met, and it's just like, but something is wrong. But, I mean, everybody's story is going to be different. If you feel like you can, you're going to heal on it, then heal on it. If you think that you can fix it, then fix it. Okay, I'm just here for advice, and what it's saying is this healing family issues, that's what I got. So, but yeah, whatever is going to happen, even if they're, even if it's doing what it's supposed to be doing, and you're large and loud about the situation, and you're saying, you know what, I'm going to follow this, and we're going to make this work. I want this to progress. I want this person. Okay, I'm going to heal them, rebound or not. Okay, because remember, it feels like they're saying, I don't feel like this is just an infatuation. They're starting to feel like they're really, truly falling in love with you. So let's remember that. Okay, let's remember that. But remember that a lot of rebounds only last between 2 weeks to about 2 or 3 months. Overall, possibly a year, depending on the wide range, right? But we're just going to have to see, if you're going to trust your feelings with his feelings or her feelings, and see how long they're going to, actually do so. Okay. And that was it for you, my friends.